Hi guys, this is JW. Welcome to my channel. If you have been watching my previous two videos, then you would know that I had to quarantine in London for 10 days because I traveled from India to London, and there is this UK government rule where you have to quarantine in a UK government approved hotel for 10 days. So I did a room tour and a day in my life video. So there was a lot of interest in that room tour video about other details. So I thought in this video I'm going to show you all the food that they gave me to eat in that quarantine. I still can't believe that I literally paid for having some of that food. So I hope that this video gives you an idea about what to expect. And if you have to quarantine in the coming few weeks, at least you will not be shocked when you get that food. I mean, you will be less shocked when you get that food. So yeah, if you like this video, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and let's begin. Okay, so let's put some perspective to the whole story. You're supposed to, like, you have to pay rupees, you have to pay, oh how I wish it was rupees. You have to pay 1750 pounds upfront to quarantine, which also includes food cost, breakfast, lunch, dinner, no snacks. So you are given you are given a list of the food available for the upcoming 10 days. The day you reach the hotel, and you have to let them know immediately on that day that what you're going to have for the next 10 days. I know, hard decisions. So that's how they have decided it to be. And if you're thinking that if I'm in the library filming my YouTube video, yes, I am. I mean, there's no time to do this, and I promise that there are no people in the libraries. So I'm just utilizing that opportunity to give you guys some clarity about food. Now, coming back for breakfast, there we were given two options: veg English breakfast or continental breakfast. There was no non-veg English breakfast, even though I asked multiple times. So I took continental breakfast. The first morning was a horror fest. I received hard croissants, fruit juice and yogurt and the fruit. I asked them if they could give me some warm croissants, but they said due to COVID, they are not allowed to reheat food. So I asked them if I can get fresh croissants because they're really hard. And they said, yes, they said no. Third day, I get the English veg breakfast, and it was good on the third day because it was different than what I was having. But of course, I mean, if you think things are bad, they can just go worse, right? So for breakfast again, on the fourth day, I get bins that have spilled on each other, stuff that are missing in the English veg breakfast, like tomatoes and hash browns. Let's just say that they were not the most careful about food. And it was just not me. We were transported from the airport in a bus to the hotel, and I got to know a few people who were also quarantining there, that they said that they were also equally disappointed. So I have confrontational anxiety. I do not want to be, constantly calling up the hotel to complain about food. So here I am having cold croissants day in and day out, cold breakfast that falls on top of each other. And the video that you will be seeing is one of the better days, so that's fun. Some days they forgot to give me the yogurt. They almost always give bananas, and the fixed fruit for breakfast was banana. I kind of expected a fancier fruit because it was the Marriott London, but yeah, that was breakfast. Now let's move on to lunch, because of course there were options between there were more than two options, but how I wished there were more than two options. Lunch Okay, so for lunch, it was cold sandwich, cold burger, soggy cold finger chips every day. And during the end of the quarantine, instead of finger chips, it was crisps. And the 5 rupees chips you get in India. So I remember the guy who lived in the other room in the hotel. He calls me up and he says, I'm furious today. I'm going to complain to the hotel because the food is horrible. And that was the day I called up the hotel and I'm like, you cannot be serving me crisps for lunch. And they made chips instead. And for the first time, I actually had hot chips in what seemed like ages. The first day dinner, actually, when I reached, it was chicken biryani, and it was mutton biryani. The biryani was nice, so it wasn't all bad. There was also raita, salad. The salad was the really good part about all the meals that they served, because I mean, it's photosynthesis that's doing most of the work, right? But they tried to give us chicken biryani one day, and it was just white rice with horrible chicken in it, horrible pieces of chicken in it. It wasn't the nicest. So yeah, my point is not to scare you, but to give you a fair idea about how government quarantine is. And even though you think the money you're paying is a lot, because it is, do not expect great stuff from this experience, because it's not going to be that way. I'm not the only person saying it. It's common. It's the general consensus. So, just trying to give you a heads up over here. Help a girl because she helped you out. Subscribe. And I will see you soon. Only when you subscribe. Bye.